and welcome to another edition of Tuesdays with Montague. I'm Bill Montague. Well, after being away for 3 weeks, I come home from vacation, and I'll tell you right now, there are a couple of things that are really bothering me today. And one thing is the politics in minor sports. You want to talk about politics in minor sports and some people who just seem to have too much power. Take a look at the Sioux Major Hockey Association. And when I got back and I found out that Jimmy Mancuso, 57 years old, a longtime coach with Sioux Major Hockey, 16 years, he's been to 13 NOHA championships. And guess what? He applies for a team this year, and they tell him thanks but no thanks. You know what? You're gone, Jimmy. You're out of here. Not even a phone call to explain their decision. And to me, that is reprehensible. That is inexcusable, fellas. I have no idea what the hell you're doing with Sioux Major Hockey, but you don't let a guy like Jimmy Mancuso go without giving him a phone call and without explaining your decision. Now, I'm told, I don't know if this is fact or fiction, I'm told that the board, the coaching committee recommended that Jimmy come back, but then the Sioux executive board, and we're going to put them up there. Let's put all their names up there. Get them all up there. But there they are. Put them up there. Those people there. I don't know who voted where or who voted for Jimmy or not. But you people that decided to oust this guy, you ought to be ashamed of yourselves, okay? You should be ashamed of yourselves, because I tell you, I got a pit in my belly right now. I got a pit way deep down that tells me that something stinks here and that somebody had a vendetta either against Jimmy or somebody on his coaching staff, and instead of looking out in the best interests of the kids and those players on that hockey team, you decided to get rid of him because you don't like him, because maybe you had a problem with him or someone on his coaching staff. That's wrong. I've seen it happen before. I've seen it in minor soccer. I've had experiences with guys like Rob Marshall and Randy Williamson, who, if you don't bow to these people who are high up on the board, and then it comes time for you to apply the following year, they get rid of you, okay? Not fair what happened to Jimmy, okay? Let's have a look at some of the guys on his staff. You know, a great group of guys: Rob Vincentini, John Offadani, Chris Chiappetta, Jack O'Neill. Look, Jack, yeah, he had a lot to say sometimes. He got thrown out of a few hockey games, but you don't pin that on Jimmy. And you know what? If this has anything to do with Jack and his outspokenness, you just throw him out. You give your officials, you give them the word that we are not going to tolerate this anymore. You don't get rid of Jimmy, okay? Listen, Jimmy once told me, I'll never forget, he said, look, we don't just coach hockey, we coach life lessons. We coach life lessons. Those are the kind of coaches you want. 13 championships, 25 years this guy has coached minor hockey. He's a well-respected coach with the Guelph Storm of the OHL. You can't tell me that you had a valid reason to get rid of him. And Adam Cahill, come on, buddy. Okay, come on, Adam. We've had discussions in the past. You're the president of Sioux Major. You can't even pick the phone up. You can't say, hey, Jimbo, hey, Jimmy, here's what happened. Sorry, thanks for all your service. Okay, Adam, you need to learn a bit about the PR business, especially if you're going to be in that position, okay? Absolutely inexcusable. Jimmy, I feel for you, buddy, and I know there are a lot of people in Sault Ste. Marie right now saying, what the hell are they doing down at Sioux Major, and you don't treat people like that. Almost feels like a knife, eh? A knife right in your back, a jagged knife at that. Okay, now let's turn to something a little more emotional, a little more sentimental. Jerry Lordy, look, great guy. I love the guy, another longtime minor hockey coach. Great man, passed away, lost a bout with cancer recently. Look, we're all going to miss Jerry. Even last year, the guy would just call me sometimes, say, Bill, what's going on with those Greyhounds? What do you think? He had such unbelievable insight to offer. Always did it with a calmness, at least with me. I mean, Jerry, I guess, he could get a little riled up at times, but what a quality guy. Love talking sports with him. We're going to miss you, buddy, and my condolences to you, or to your family, I should say, your kids, and certainly your wife, Peggy, okay? Hockey's going to miss you in Sault Ste. Marie. Not going to be the same going to the rink and not seeing you. Well, that's it for this edition of Tuesdays with Montague. I'm Bill Montague. I'll see you again next week.